Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing very great. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about the previous time. It was such a small situation there, but we are here now and I'm so glad to finally meet you. And I'm ready for this interview.
Beautiful. Well, can you tell me a little bit about who you are and what your title is?
Right. My name is Alexeeva. I'm Miss Universe Latvia. I'm representing Latvia in El Salvador this year. And I'm so proud because I'm only the third representative in the history. So it's such a big responsibility for me. I'm international model. I'm former entrepreneur and I have great passion about music, art, sports. I'm very multitasking person, so I think I'm the right candidate actually for this title, and that's why I'm here.
So why did you choose to compete for Miss Latvia and Miss Universe?
Right, so to be honest, it's my second big pageant. My first one was Miss Grand International in 2019. And it was kind of a trial and I did it. I was not really aware how the system works, like about the preparation. So I went there basically just by myself without any kind of preparation. Just picking up some beautiful outfits and that's it. This time I can tell you it's a little bit different because as you might know, I supposed to go last year, but I had COVID very last minute, unfortunately. And this year is the year and I'm so happy to finally being able to make it to the stage.
What has preparation been like for you to get ready for Miss Universe?
Right, so it's very various kind of preparations such as catwalk, such as public speaking, as well as we work with designers for the dresses and yeah, it's very exciting, it's like getting ready for 1 week full of outfit changes. It's very exciting for me.
And what is your biggest challenge, or what do you see as your biggest challenge in getting ready for Miss Universe?
Well, to be honest, I think for now, I still need to practice on my catwalk because I really want it to look perfect on the stage. I'm doing this, but as you know, to put together so many things is kind of challenging. It can be, especially for a small country without any experience. So it can be quite challenging, but I think together with a great team, you can overcome this situation and provide the best result. And hopefully this year people can learn more about my country.
Can you tell me a little bit about Latvia? I know a little bit, but I'd love to learn more.
Right, so Latvia is a country in Europe with a population of 2 million people. The capital is Riga. It's a very small city of 400,000 people. And yeah, it's a very beautiful country full of culture and history, and the nature is very great. And I mean, it's just worth to visit once in a lifetime. It's very beautiful. I definitely suggest you to go. The food is great and the history is wonderful. So yeah, I think it's wonderful opportunity for people to see more in Europe because it's not like a typical place where people are actually going. And yeah.
Off the beaten path.
Yeah, correct.
That's amazing. So what is your preparation or what are your game plans for interview at Miss Universe?
Well, I'm taking some classes for the interviews and we are studying more about the global issues. That's my phone. About the global issues because as a beauty queen, you have to be aware about all the situations and you have to be present. You have to know what you're talking about and, you have to come up with solutions. So this is my mission at the moment and I'm actively, preparing for that as well. And for the personal interview, because that's very important out of the 90 candidates to choose the best one. And it's like sometimes how it works, like people are nervous, they don't show their best potential. So I think it's like we're all human beings and I think it's very important to show your real self on the stage and you have only like few minutes.
So who is Kate beyond the crown?
Kate beyond the crown is very fun and outgoing person, and I'm like a traveler. I've been to 56 countries, both for the social projects and for work reasons, also for traveling. And this is my great passion, because I think via traveling we can meet many people, we can meet different cultures. You know, like I have so many international friends. Like I can like call anyone. If I travel to Italy, I have many friends in Italy since like the years when I was modeling there. And it's just great to share experiences and you know, like connect with people.
So you have obviously had quite a rich experience with traveling, but you've also been an international model. Can you tell me a little bit about that experience?
Right. So my career started at the age of 14, and to be honest, I didn't want to be like at any time a model. I just wanted to get something bigger. I just felt that there's no exact opportunity for me in my country as a young potential person. So I wanted to achieve bigger goals. And I was always interested in fashion. When I was like young, I was like drawing, I was interested in magazines. And I think by then I started to pay attention to international models, and I was like, let me try that. And at that time, there was like one local social media, and one photographer reached out to me, and he said, oh, would you like to take pictures? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And at that point, yeah, we did these pictures, and I posted them, and I had great feedback. And I was like, you know what? Let me try that again. And since then, I did like a couple more shootings. And then I saw potential in this. And actually, like one of the agencies also reached out, and they said, would you like to try international contract? And yeah, I was like very convincing to my parents, because as a girl at the 14 years old, you know, like you probably, your parents would say, no way, you're not going anywhere. You have to go to school. You have to do like normal kids are doing, you know, they like, you know, like there's so many bad people also there out there. And you know, like people, they have trust issues. So yeah, my parents were kind of considering that something bad might happen, but it didn't. And it continued over the years. And I was traveling to Asia, I was traveling to Europe, and like I visited many countries, and I've connected to many incredible, talented people. And I'm so proud about all this experience, because I can share this experience on the Miss Universe stage as well, and share my experience in the fashion industry, which is very important, because it's all connected: beauty, fashion, sustainability, you know.
So speaking of sustainability, that is something that you're very passionate about. Why is it that you're passionate about sustainability?
Right. So this came a few years ago, because I actually started to realize, you know, like one of the days we went to the beach, and I saw like so much plastic on the beach, and I was like, you know what, let me clean it up, because I don't enjoy to go to the beach when, you know, like it's trash outside, and you just, you know, you can step on this, you can hurt yourself, and also it's bad for you, for environment, for the country. So that was the starting point. And then I started to take small steps every day, such as like, when you go to supermarket, you don't buy this plastic bag, you take your own kind of, you know, like material bag and the sustainable bag. Then like when you go to the gym, you take your like plastic bag, and it's very different as well, because, you know, like you can, like one day you can choose this bottle, another day another bottle, so you can like kind of stand out in the gym, which is also very important, you know, for us girls. Like that's what we want to look pretty, we want to, you know, like be different. So that was also like one kind of the ways, you know, like I started this step by step. But then Latvia is one of the like top 3 countries in Europe, unfortunately, with the higher rates of the climate change. And basically, people have very high ignorance for such a situation. Like many of people with who I had this conversation, and I said, look, but this is statistic. You can go online, you can check how much the temperature changed, for example, from last year, because it's constantly changing, and there's a fact, like you can check it. And people just ignore it, and they don't want to bother, because this is not actual problem, like, let's say at the moment, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they potentially might think that something will happen in like 10 years, 20 years. But nowadays, at the moment, people don't care. And it's very important to educate people and make this awareness. For me, as a candidate, as Miss Universe, as well as a normal citizen, like a human being, you have to be responsible and you have to think about future generation.
And when you think about the steps that you first took to be a more sustainable individual, what were some of the first small steps that you took?
The first steps, as I said, we were organizing like some small events over the weekend to clean up the beach areas, forest areas. Then, as I said, I stopped to use plastic bottles. I had my own personal bottle, which I was refilling all the time. I stopped to buy these plastic bags in the supermarket, as well as, you know, like as a person who loves fashion, I have a lot of clothes. I start to have also more clothes when the brands start to send me more clothes for promotion. And instead of just throwing these clothes and creating a big, huge amount of this like fast fashion stuff, which is very difficult to recycle, you can actually bring it to the places where people can like recycle it in the future and like create some new things like new clothes. So it's also very important to consider, you know, this kind of moments. And yeah, it started from the small steps, as I said, but then it grew up in the project because I met like-minded people. And actually I was building up this project from my connections, because as I said, I've traveled to 56 countries, and I met many people, like-minded people who are also interested. And I was like pitching basically the project, like explaining to my friends, saying, look, this is something interesting, please have a look when you have free time. Okay. And yeah, basically I found like-minded people who joined the project, and we are like raising awareness like in many countries. We are collaborating with big organizations, with NGOs, with governmental organizations, with just normal citizens who are also like interested to make this world a better place, like that.
And what do you think is maybe one of the biggest challenges in trying to educate the citizens that you interact with in Latvia about climate change and about sustainability?
Right. So as I said, there's like a big ignorance from the citizens, and they don't really want to bother by thinking about these issues at the moment, but maybe like they will think in 10 years that there's such an issue, because it will be critical, you know. But at the moment you have to really push, you have to like break the walls, I would say, to go there and say, guys, this is really happening. So you have to listen and take notes.
Agreed. When you think about your time as a title holder and also beyond being a title holder, what do you want to be remembered for?
You know what? I want to be remembered for my consistency, because I think this is my best quality. I'm a very consistent person. It doesn't matter when it comes to the pageant, to the work, to like relationship. I'm very like up to the date. I like to have a schedule. And my work, I would say, it started with the pageant, but now it's more like work on myself, on my character, on my personality, on my goals. And it will not stop after the pageant will finish. It will continue and grow. And I want to see this result about being better version of myself and growing every day.
When you think about kind of what people might see of you, what do you think the biggest misconception people have of you is?
Well, I can definitely tell you that many people think that I'm very cold, and it's actually, you know, like people telling me smile more, but it's coming from my culture. Because when you go to Latvia, and I think it depends on the weather conditions, because it's like mostly cold and it's very gray, so people just like, you know, like they put something like hat, cover themselves, and they just go, they don't look at other people, they don't smile. But of course, it's all like work, and I'm working on that, and it's good to know these things, and it's good to hear these opinions from the side, and you know, like every day is work. So I think this is the one misconception which people might think. But I'm actually a very warm person. I'm a very friendly person. It's just maybe sometimes take time, but to know me better and for me to open up as well for people.
That honestly makes sense. I actually didn't know. So is it cold almost year round in Latvia?
Not all year around, but in the winter it might get really cold, and plus it's very humid because we have a Baltic Sea, which is very cold by itself, and it's very humid. So in the winter, it's like you can really feel it.
That I bet you get a lot of ice.
We do have ice, we do have snow, and yeah, like this is the Christmas tradition with kids to go outside and build kind of like a snowman, play snow, like, throwing snow like balls, and go with the hedge to like up from the mountain from up to down. And it's like, yeah, it's very entertaining, and like you can feel like you're going back to the childhood because, it brings you good memories, like when like family growing up, with grandparents, like, like cooking dinner, gathering all together. So it's very, very important, I think.
With being the third representative of Latvia at Miss Universe, what do you think are maybe some of the biggest challenges that you have to overcome with being only the third?
Well, I think my mission now, the most important mission, is to deliver the message. First of all, my message, and second message about my country, to let people know where is Latvia, because unfortunately when I say sometimes like worldwide, okay, I'm coming from Latvia, people asking me, oh, where is this country? They don't know. And there's nothing bad about not knowing. It's my mission to educate people and tell them about the food, about the history and the culture. So here I am, and promoting promoting my country, and letting people know about this beautiful country, which I'm proud of.
So are all of the outfits that you will be wearing at Miss Universe from Latvian designers?
Not all of them, to be honest, because I had a part of preparation in Venezuela, and yes, in Caracas, and like many of designers are from Caracas. As I'm a former model, I also last year I had a chance to be on the red carpet during Cannes Film Festival, and I built up many connections with many designers. So I also use this opportunity because why not? And so you will see kind of a great mix of best designers, I would say, and hopefully, yeah, will be great combination altogether. Let's see.
Do you have all of your wardrobe put together?
No. No. Well, I would say that it's still in the process. Like we have part of this. I would say like 60% is ready. There's still work to be done on the national costume. It has to be finished. It has to be polished, slightly polished. Then for the final gown, it's in the process, in the making, because it was last change, very last minute. We decided to change completely. And yeah, I still maybe like few casual outfits to pick, but this is easy. So I think it's just, I'm more concerned about national costume because, like this is something representing your country, so it's better be good.
Is it a big costume?
It is a big costume. Yeah, it is the national flower of Latvia, but it was made with Swarovski, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's big.
How do you plan on traveling with that?
That's a very good question. Thank you for asking me. Well, unfortunately, we already had the experience by bringing this costume in the luggage, which completely was not beneficial for it. So that's why now it's in the process of fixing. And yeah, so basically we need to figure out some other way. Probably it's gonna be like hand luggage, and but like I don't know how they actually send it, like a box, but like carton box, I don't know, like something like fixed. To be honest, I'm not sure. I hope there is a way, because like when you travel with us, when you go skiing, you also like have oversized baggage, and so it must be some way.
I believe in you. I bet y'all can figure it out.
Thank
You can
you.
find, depending on the shape, maybe like a really big box and pat it all.
Well, in the very worst case, like there are always jokes about traveling low coasters, like when you have to put everything on yourself. So I guess that's the case. I'll be flying in the flower costume.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, will be a thing to remember for sure, and I think the other passengers will have memorable flight.
I think that would be an understatement. I think that would be an understatement. So you just
Definitely.
said that you chose to completely change your evening gown or your gown last minute.
Well, yeah, basically that was decision made by team on the very last moment because, yeah, like we wanted to create something what was in mind, but then by starting to create this dress, I figured out it's not the dress which representing me. And then I said, guys, is it too late to change? And they say, oh, well, of course not. There's just 2 weeks left until the pageant, but yeah, we can do that.
So you just were like, you know what, 2 weeks is fine. We can do it.
Yeah, well, I really like the commitment of the team. And this year, everyone is just so united together. It's really great to see how people are united in the one goal and make me very, like, I have goosebumps when I actually think like how big and hard work these people are doing for me to perform the best way on the stage. And just, yeah, really, I'm really emotional about that.
So you're talking about that you have a team. Is this something that was just built for this year? This team was put together for you?
Well, the organization is new, as you might know. It's just got the license recently, and then yeah, the team is from Latvia, but also I'm talking about people who are working for the costume. So we consider them team as well because like people working together for the same goal, like it's teamwork, So basically, yeah, the team is international, but we have the same goal, which is performing the best way and getting the crown for Latvia.
What do you wish you knew before you started in pageantry?
What I wish I knew. To be honest, I don't really know how to answer this question because I think it's great to learn in the process and like it's okay to make mistakes and it's actually the part of our learning to like for us to as a human beings is very important to make these mistakes and by this we can learn and yeah, I think it's great to do these mistakes sometimes. So I think I would not regret any second, even if I had one mistake in the past. I actually don't regret anything. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm very grateful for this process itself.
What do you think you've learned most since starting pageants?
I've learned most to never give up and be consistent and also to find solutions because sometimes the things doesn't work as you want them to work and you have to figure out it's like chess. You have to go another way or you go another way because there's not only one way, one door in life. Like if one door closed, you open another one. And I believe that we as a human beings, we have this power and we have this, like if we really believe in ourselves, in our goals, in our mission, we can succeed and create anything. It's so powerful. Like I didn't even know until I joined for Miss Latvia how powerful it can be and how many people willing to collaborate together for a great goal, and it's just blessing.
When you think about the journey that you've been on to get to this point, what do you think has been the one kind of the most meaningful moment so far?
The most meaningful moment for me was, of course, support of my family because, like it's my parents didn't believe in my career from beginning. As I said, when you're a 14 years old girl, like it's very difficult to convince your parents, okay, mom, I'm going to China. I'm for 3 months. I'm going to drop from the school and I have amazing contract. I'm not sure if I'm going to get back money or not, but I'm going. So now when my parents see the actual results of my hard work over the years, they're very proud and I'm also very emotional by this support because it means a lot for me.
And what even convinced you, hey, I should go compete in a pageant?
Well, talking about Miss Universe, it was very interesting for me because it was not this competition for 17 years. And when I saw the casting, I was like, this must be a joke. And I remember next morning, because it was in the evening and I was somewhere outside, I was just checking my Instagram and say, casting, oh, interesting, Miss Universe. But there's no Miss Universe in Latvia. And then next morning, I kind of like checked again and I was like, yeah, there's actual casting. And I joined immediately. I signed up. They call us for like physical casting, and like of course they want to see everyone and talk and see what you have to bring to the table, because it's the like full package of not only about being beautiful, it's about having mission, it's about being commitment to the have commitment to the project, and being able to have some time, because many people, they don't like, they think it's only pick up one dress and just like, you know, buy one plane ticket. No, it's actually hard work. And yeah, I think there was my chance to, you know, to shine and to show the world, you know, who's Kate Alexeeva, and I'm proudly representing my country.
What were the emotions that you went through last year when you contracted COVID and you weren't able to go to Miss Universe?
You know, when I got the result, because the competition required to have negative tests like 72 hours before. So of course you go and make this PCR before departure, like very short period. And the worst thing, that everything is already booked. The tickets are booked for all the team, all the, like everything what was done. It was just like wasted, but I wouldn't say wasted. It was just like, you know, only the tickets, because all the work continue over this year. And then like I feel very strong this year, even more stronger than last year, because now at least I have clear understanding about, you know, like everything. This took me also some time to process this situation. So when this happened, excuse me, I was asking myself, and as I'm religious, I was asking God, like, why this happened to me? Like, why did I deserve all the commitment which I did, all the hard work which I did, you know, sleepless nights, you know, like so many flights, so many, you know, like things which were put together by many people were just gone by one moment. And I say, why me? But then I start to realize, you know, like God has planned for all of us. And I think that it was not the time. It was not the right time. And I believe now is the right time. And God always knows the best. So we have to follow this this route, which is already created for us. And like for us as human beings, we can just polish it a little bit by, you know, like just small things here and there. But mostly it's already written and done.
So you get to leave in what, 2 weeks to go to Miss Universe?
Right. So the plan is to leave on the 1st of November, to have the official send-off on the 1st of November. And I guess by the time everyone arrives there, it will be like, yeah, 2nd or 3rd, because it's quite a long flight. I'll be departing from Istanbul, and I believe, as I remember correct, there was Istanbul, Madrid, Punta Cana, San Salvador.
That is quite the flight track.
Right.
Do you know how many hours total that will be?
I believe around day of traveling, but of course of layovers, and sometimes in this kind of countries, like you have not like 2 hours layover, but you have like more like 5-6 hours, so something like that.
Holy goodness. What do you think you're looking forward to most about Miss Universe?
You know what? I'm looking for finally to meet all the contestants, of course, and the judges, but also I want to like arrive there and show my hard work over the years, and also like empowering moment for younger girls who might think, oh my God, this is like too much for me to think about. This is my dream, but I would never like pursue this dream, because you know, it's too difficult. There are way like different ways, and you know, it's maybe challenging. So I would say just work hard, focus on your goal, and keep your mind positive, because this is the most important thing. This is very difficult nowadays with all the global issues happening, unfortunately. Like we are living in very like terrifying time, I would say, but yeah, it's very important to keep your mind positive.
When you get to Miss Universe, what do you think the first thing you're going to do is?
The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post picture. I'm here with my Latvian flag.
I love that. Do you have any particular outfit or any phase of competition that you're looking forward to most?
You know, I would say is my national costume, because for me, as the third representative for Latvia, it's very important, because Europe, I don't like want to put it this way, but mostly they are not so, how you say, they're not like thinking too much about national costume, because also, you know, like the Latino costumes, they're more like carnival. The Asian costume, the girls, they're also like very creative with a lot of, you know, installations and stuff. But for Europe, girls likes to keep it simple for some reason. So like if you prepare it in the country, unless you order it from other countries, right? So I think that's diversity I want to show during the pageant, because like people would expect like something very simple coming from Latvia, but they will see that it's something very, very wow. Like you will see, you'll be like surprised and shocked, and I hope that it will have a great impact.
I'm excited to see it. Is it the same costume that you had prepared for last year?
It's the same costume, but as I mentioned before, it traveled a little bit and it got a little bit like squeezed. So it was quite challenging to put it together again, and we had to adjust it a little bit because some parts were not fixable. So yeah, it was like also hard work from the designer to put it together and make the best from it.
Well, it sounds like you were able to do that, and it sounds like you've had an amazing chance to do more preparation than most. And when you think about preparation and things that you've used to help you, what would you like to see more of from pageant resources like Beauty Queens Galore to help you?
Well, I would like to, I think it's a great idea to interview candidates before the pageant, because like that you can know more about people, because sometimes you see the first impression can be wrong, and as people, many people think about me that I'm very cold and, you know, I'm not smiling and, you know, like coming from the culture. But if they know me better via interview, that might give different impression about my country, about myself as a candidate, and I think that's a very good thing to do before the pageant, to join different interviews, to join different talks, be more relaxed, because to be honest, it was my first live interview this year, and in the beginning I was quite nervous also because it didn't happen this morning as we planned, but luckily now we are here, and I hope that that it's a great impression.
You just gotta roll with the punches. That's kind of a Miss Universe thing. What you just gotta go with what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, to close everything out, we're gonna play a quick game of this or that. Have you ever played this before?
Well, I didn't play it myself, but I think I know what we're gonna play.
All right, I'm gonna give you two options, and you have to tell me which one you like better.
Okay.
All right. Sneakers or stilettos?
Sneakers.
Sneakers?
Of course.
Okay.
I have like 100 pairs of sneakers. I love sneakers. Yeah, I'm a sport girl. Like I like comfort, you know. I like, you can mostly see me in the sport wear.
All right. I'll give you that. Dresses with or without a slit?
And maybe with.
I'm on that same page.
Yeah.
Calling or texting?
I would say talking, you know. That much better.
Okay.
That is much better.
Natural glam or full glam?
As a person who loves natural glam, I would say natural, but as it's pageantry, it has some kind of protocol which you have to follow on the stage. So
That's true. That is
50-50, like that. Let's say like that. In the life, of course, natural.
I'll give you that one. Dress or jumpsuit?
A dress.
I'm on that same page. Being underdressed or being overdressed?
Oh, 100% overdressed. Like, you know, this picture, like people post, like when you go for a brunch, please wear casual. Yeah, that's me. I like. I think it comes from the like my background, because I have some like different blood mixed, and some of the part of the family is from Russia, and like I really like. Yeah, I have Ukrainian blood, I have Russian blood, I have Latvian blood, and so it's great mixed together. And like as like Russian mentality is people like bling bling stuff. So I would say that this is the case.
All right, that makes sense to me. Netflix or Hulu?
Netflix.
I'm on that same page. Evening gown or swimsuit?
Swimsuit, of course. I'm so glad we have it this year. I was kind of worried if they will remove it or not, to be honest, because, like for me, this is something what is also very empowering to be able to showcase your body, like feeling confident and, empower people by wearing swimsuit.
I agree. Red or nude lipstick?
Nude lipstick.
That was an easy answer for you.
Yeah.
Sash or crown?
The sash.
Okay. All right. And last one, because this one has to do with swimsuit, butt glue or double-sided tape?
Double-sided tape.
Really?
Yeah. Like
that is the first time I've had somebody answer with double-sided tape.
Why?
I don't know. Butt glue apparently is the thing.
I mean, it depends. It depends how you wear it. Like you can,
I think I've just never had good luck with double-sided tape, so I just pray butt glue works.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
I have a feeling you are going to make it all look absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to watch you compete. You are just so well-spoken, and I know everyone is going to get to know you and know you aren't cold, because you definitely aren't. But thank you so incredibly much for joining us today. It was great to get to know you. I am so excited to see you compete shortly. Please join us next time for our next live, and I cannot wait to see what you do on stage.
Sure, guys. Thank you so much again for this opportunity, and I'm so grateful. And yeah, please follow my journey and vote for Latvia, because it's very important. Small country, everyone has to support. And see you soon on the stage.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Join us next for our next live, and I will talk with all of you soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Bye.